Ladies, when we're recording this, it is December 2024 is coming to an end. So I have a question from how you felt in January of 2024. Let's review the year and how are you feeling now? How do you think your year's been? How do you think um, Women of Wisdom has been doing for the year? Let's have a little recap.
How has the year been? Well, it's been, first of all, at 68, every year you get to go around the sun is a damn good year. I just want to say that right off. And I know that sounds really corny and really cliche, but honestly, it is. When you are in the last, uh, you know, the last quarter of your life, last third of your life, whatever, however you want to define that, then you tend to look at life a lot differently. You really do. And that is a gift only to be given to those people that get to this age. And it is a gift. It really, truly is a gift. Um, I remember when I was younger lamenting about, getting old and, got into that. I just didn't want to ever be 68 years old. And I'm sitting here now and I can tell you that's a blessing that I'm 68 years old. And I hope to be like 98 years old at some point in my life. Even 108 years old would be fabulous. Um, so I'll start with that. The year has had, as every year has, it's been great and it's been lousy. And there's been, you know, emotions that have been uplifting and wonderful because of the experiences that go with that, like friends and family and visits and travel. And there's been things that have been complete letdowns, tragedies, people dying. That's also what happens when you're 68 years old. People in your realm all of a sudden are no longer in your realm anymore.
Mhm.
And I think that also helps to bring to the forefront how important it is to not waste time, not waste time. Um, my year has been one of great personal growth. I have learned even more about myself, which always fascinates me. I'm always like, oh, come on. Like, how much more can like you figure out? Like, really, like seriously. But it amazes me that there is still stuff. There is still stuff I don't know that I get uncovered, that I, work through with, coaches or healers and stuff. I uncover things about myself that I never really even knew existed. And that's wonderful. That's such an amazing opportunity for reflection and growth and just that wonder really of, you know, who is this actual person sitting here? Like there's a depth here. Um, there's intricacies. There's a tapestry that is still being woven, and it's a beautiful tapestry. I'm a beautiful person, and
Yes, you are.
yeah, thank you. I have a lot of there's a lot of little bumps in that tapestry for sure, that could have been smoothed out, but it's what makes the tapestry the tapestry. Um, I've made lots of mistakes. Made mistakes in business, made financial mistakes, made mistakes in relationships. And I call them mistakes because that's what everybody calls them is mistakes. I don't really think of them as a mistake because a mistake tends to mean that you have to feel bad about it, which in the moment you do, I guess, like, having made bad decisions, let's say. Um, if you could have rewound time, I probably would have done things maybe a little bit different in my business. I may have done a little bit, different things in certain relationships that I have. But what it's taught me is that there's always an opportunity to correct. There's always an opportunity to learn from and grow from, and therefore do something different. Um, that never would have been the Tracy of past. That I would have just dwelt in, I would have hung out in the whole, oh my God, look what I did. I screwed this up, I screwed that up, I didn't do this right. I got this person really upset with me. This person really matters in my life. And we had this total huge big misunderstanding that went on for months. It was stupid, went on for months. Um, a lot of hurt feelings for like no reason at all in the end. Um, but it's been a good year. I mean, every year is a good year, really. And I'm, stoked for 2025. I'm like, let's get in and get going on that. And, again, I got lots of big ideas and big goals that I want to achieve in 2025. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna start crying here.
Oh,
I just want to feel love more. I want to love those people around me. I want to love you guys more. I want to be loved more.
well, we already feel your love. You
And
do
we
love
love
us
you,
already. Wow.
Tracy. We love
Yes, we
you.
do.
My heart. My heart is so full. I feel like I'm I'm a very rich person. I'm a very rich person. I'm so fortunate. So that's me.
Get everyone
Okay.
all teary-eyed.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tracy G. Top that.
Okay, well, I'll echo what she said.
I know. I'm like, okay, it's done. Let's close.
And I definitely echo about the age and seeing people come and go just because of health reasons and things like that. Um, but I don't know if I look at life now in rose-colored glasses, because to me everything is amazing. I just feel so lucky. I look in the mirror and I actually like myself. And I don't know if I always felt that way. And in a previous video episode, we talked about, those weren't your values or things like that. And I just, like, I'm really happy. Like, I'm happy with the way things are, the way things going. You mentioned mistakes. I can't look at my year and think of mistakes because I don't remember them, but I can remember my highlights, the big things. And that's why I say, do I look at life now through rose-colored glasses? That I'm not allowing myself to dwell on any of the negative. There's a huge block, I'll disclaimer, I don't even know how big, of a family dynamic that is totally horrible, 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 horrible on both sides of like on my husband's side and on my side, that used to just eat me up. And I've released it and went, if things come our way, I will definitely try to be the bigger person. If things don't, I don't care. And I feel that that's what this year has been for me, is I just keep looking in the mirror and going, you're okay. You got this. You're valuable. You're, what you said, you're loved. I feel loved in that I love myself. And I don't know, like, every year that love for myself, and I know that might sound super conceited, but
Mm.
when you haven't fully loved yourself in your past, every year that you get to do that even more is, like, to me, you can't take me down because I'm just having an amazing life just because I get to be here. And I don't know if that makes sense or too woo woo or whatever, but so I can't look at my, like, shitty things happened all year. Like, of
Mhm.
course, but I don't know. I just go, yeah, bring it on. What's 2025? I don't know. I just,
No,
I
here,
just, I appreciate every moment in my life now. And I don't take it for granted. I'm sure that has to do with age. And whether it's a bad moment or a good moment in this year, I just go, you got a moment. You got that.
mhm.
And you're okay with you, Tracy, which was a big one. But I just want
Yeah.
to be clear that even though I feel I have an amazing life, there's a big chunk that's not so amazing.
I think we all have some form of that in our lives. And that's beautiful also. I think what I love about this conversation is not one of us said, oh, I did this and this and this and this and this. It's all about our emotional growth within. That's what I'm hearing, and that's what I love. Because for me, I think I've had ups and downs throughout the year, and I just don't take life that seriously anymore. I don't worry. I shouldn't say about that. I shouldn't. I put my thought processes into people that are important to me. I don't care what others think of me, meaning I will, you guys are important to me, my children, my immediate families. There's certain people that are, and outside of that circle, if you don't like who I am, I used to worry about that. That used to be a controlling thing. That used to be like, I can't make a mistake. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't really care. I don't take it seriously. I have, Tracy G, you talked about that side of the family. I got one that's really close to me, right on this side of the family. And it was so funny because I was having a conversation with somebody about that person, and they're like, I just don't understand it. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. And they're like, you don't care? I'm like, nope, doesn't control me. I could care less. That's how that person wants to feel. Such is life. Let life go on. They're missing out, not me. And so I think 2024 has taught me a lot of releasing, a lot of put your seatbelt on because what you thought was going to happen isn't going to. And that has to deal with I had to move again because there I am. I got settled and so let's move again. Um, and life doesn't always work out as you do plan. And here's the thing. I let it go and I say, well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe there's just something better for me. And Tracy G, I don't like the word mistakes, and I haven't found another word yet. I don't like the negative feeling that you get with a mistake.
Yeah.
Because a mistake means you tried something out of your norm and it just didn't go the way it was supposed to. Okay. Learn from it, understand it, realize, but there's there's so much to take in when a mistake happens. And we always look at it as a negative thing, like you're a bad person, you made a mistake. And we need to change that whole persona, like, oh yeah, I made a mistake. There have been times I could, I used to dwell on, and I did in 2024, in my business, if I went to go live or went to go do something or write something, and then afterwards I would re-watch it to look for the mistake on where I wasn't perfect. I don't care anymore. If you're going to judge me because I made a mistake, you're not my people. Not my people. Not my people. So I do agree with both of you. It comes with age. And there's part of me that wishes that We're taught that much sooner in life, but um, and yep, this year, 65 years young. Miss Tracy you're 68 years young. You've blessed this earth with your sparkle for that time. And that's how we have to look at it. It's not how old are you? It's a number. It's a number. That's it.
Yeah, but I
You're,
think when you're this age, you appreciate
yeah,
being
Yeah.
this age,
yeah,
right? We've all
Yeah.
lost young, like, my sister died at 42. I look at
yeah,
that and go, oh my God, you know,
yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think well, certainly for me, I know, like, and I think because I have a grandson now, it's even kind of more in my face. Mortality, I look at mortality differently now than I did before. Like
Hmm.
it's something that I visit often in my mind because when you have a young grandson and you're thinking, okay, like when he's 10, that means you're this. When he's 15, and because it's their milestones, right? It's like
Yeah.
right.
all of a sudden it's somebody else's milestones, and it's like, okay, well, that means I'm this old. Like how, like what's that going to look like? And it's
Right.
wanting to be the best me I can be at that stage in his life so I can enjoy those milestones even more when he reaches his, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I think I'm the same as you guys. I'm excited for 2025.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not sitting here. Old Michelle would be like, oh, let's just get this over with. I just didn't do anything I wanted to do in 2024. I was such a failure. Let's just get it over with. I'm okay. I'm okay with 2024 coming to an end. Not in that I want it over with, that I'm happy. I like where 2024 went. Just like both of you. I've had my good days. I've had my shitty days. And I've had good news and I've had bad news. And I've had deaths and I've had to mourn people and all of that. And I still, I think for the first time, I'm going to proudly say I wouldn't do anything different in 2024. And I was never somebody who did that. And
You
I'm
know,
giving myself,
I think it's so interesting that the three of us all define um 2024 with emotional happiness and growth
Mm,
as opposed to the checklist of did you get this done? Did you get this done?
yep,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with goals. I set them all the time.
yeah.
no,
And I think it's what helps us, clear a path and decide where it is that we want to go to and, helps us along that way. But it's so interesting that none of us have sat there and gone, well, I didn't make this goal. I didn't do this. I did do this and this and this. Like it's not about the checklist, it's about our emotional state at the end of 2024. That's defined our year.
because I found I have achieved goals, hit the check marks, and still been unhappy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And that's
I found
and I
that based on how I feel, any goal put in front of me, I got it. Like I got it. If I need to get something done, and I don't mean like done, but if
Yeah,
I'm looking to do something, there's nothing standing in my way, and it's a very empowering feeling. But that no, I got this.
yep,
If I want those things checked off, they're just as I think you're saying, not as an important thing to recognize as
yeah.
just hey, you know, I like who I
yep,
see in the mirror.
Yeah,
Just
yep,
and
show
I think
up.
it's true, and it's exactly what Michelle said. It's about the fact that you can create a goal and get there and not have that emotional contentment that
Yeah,
you think you're going to have because you've set the goal. It's
yeah,
like, well, I will be happy when when this gets created in my life, and it's like, no, but that's not how that works, but we think it does. A lot of us think that that's what happens. Like when I lose the 10 pounds, then I will be happy. And they lose the 10 pounds and realize that their life is still the same. They're just 10 pounds less,
Less. Yep.
you know? And it's,
Because they
I
think
don't
they're
know.
going to change up here too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if
Right.
I'm
Like you
not,
have to change up here along the way of that 10-pound goal. Like it
if
has to
I,
be a coordinated effort.
right. And if I think, oh, I'm going to socialize more because I have less weight on me, it's just like you said, you just lost weight. Nothing changed up here. You're not going to necessarily socialize more unless you do something up here.
Just
And
socialize more.
right. And so, and then you go, why I lost the weight, why I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah. The losing of the weight doesn't make you socialize. Like
Yeah.
No.
that
Yeah.
doesn't correlate. Yes. But
No.
yeah. So sounds like we all had some pretty good awakenings this year.
Yeah.
So what about you, viewer? How was your year? How was 2024 for you? And what are you thinking about for 2025? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you feel somebody would benefit from hearing this episode, please share it. If you like the episode, please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. And if you want to know when our next broadcast comes out, make sure you hit the notification button. Until next time.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.